BodyBags, where horror lies.
There's the guy for BodyBags, and this week for Universal, I'm doing Tarantula. It came out in 1955. It was directed by Jack Arnold. If you don't know, Jack Arnold is probably one of the greatest. They call him one of the great directors of the 1950s science fiction monster movies and whatnot. He did Creature from the Black Lagoon, The Incredible Shrinking Man. It Came from Outer Space. So I mean, like, he's done some pretty good stuff. And then he hit this one up, a banger of a classic. Pretty good. Well, you know, pretty solid, right? You can run and you can hide, but there's no escaping the sci-fi classic Tarantula. About a science experiment gone horribly wrong. I think that's not on me. That's on how that was written. I thought it was different. When biochemist Leo Carroll decides to feed the world by using a special growth formula on plants and animals, he instead creates a spider of mammoth proportions with an appetite to match. Escaping from the laboratory and feeding off cattle and humans, this towering tarantula has the people of Desert Rock, Arizona running for their lives. Can this horrible creature be stopped, or will the world succumb to its oversized arachnid? Yeah, you point. Science experiment gone wrong. Tarantula is experimented on and starts growing, and then it escapes the lab, and then keeps on growing out in the desert, eating cattle and then people, and then ends up being like super big, like the poster right here. I'd say it's pretty good. I mean, like, there's nothing like terrible about it. It's just one of those 50s movies you put on in the background, or you know, you watch with your friends, kind of thing. I mean, I would say the effects, like how they showed the tarantula out and about and whatnot, I would say was pretty good. I think it made it actually look pretty real. And I think that's mostly to do with them building like a small set that looks very similar to the set kind of thing. And then just had a tarantula go about it or whatever. I would say it was pretty good how they did it. I mean, what am I saying? This is Universal back in the 50s when they're just starting to get a grasp on, like, what can you do in movies, you know? There's nothing, like, about it that's like, oh no, it's terrible. Yeah, there's nothing really, like, bad about it. Maybe some of the dialogue's a bit weird, or, like, stuff that some people talk about or whatever. I don't know. All I know is that it's a pretty solid movie, and I think you should check it out. Let me see if there's a place you could watch it. You might be able to just watch it on, like, YouTube or whatever. It's on Archive, so you just download it from there, maybe. TCM. Don't worry, guys, it's TV PG, so. Probably because there's big spiders in it. And there's also other big animals too in it too, so, you know, Don't worry. It's like Food of the Gods, but different, I guess. The makeup in it was really good, I think. Yeah. It was really good. And I think y'all should check it out because there's a nice little side storyline about the scientists that, right? It's on, you could rent it on, you could rent it on Prime Video. Maybe you could find it on Amazon for 50, 60 bucks. Maybe you could do a movie hunt and happen to find it at your CD warehouse or whatever. But when it's all said and done, there's not probably any real place you could find it. Physical media is a lot of money probably on Amazon, and then renting it on Amazon Prime. But yeah. So that was my pick. If I had to rate this movie right now, I'd probably give it a 7.5. I mean, there's nothing I could really just ding this on other than just dinging it for fun, because this is probably higher technically, but there's nothing I could really think of at the moment that's like people are not gonna like that. The effects, makeup, and practical were pretty good, I would say. The music was, was fine. Story was pretty solid. And, yeah. I don't think there's really anything else that's like... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just a sci-fi classic. What can I say? So, I'm Sam. I'm your Thursday guy for BodyBags. I did Tarantula for my Universal week, and I gave it a 7.5. There's nothing really bad about it, or scary, but it's still technically a scary movie. You know, this is the funny thing about a lot of older Universal movies, or whatever, or movies in general, in like the 30s or 40s, when they first came out, people were actually like scared of it. But like, if you get a kid right now who's never seen it before to go watch Frankenstein or like Dracula from like the 30s, 40s kind of thing, or whatever, they're probably like, "Ooh, this is pretty cool." They're not gonna be like, "Buy it." So I guess maybe you could say that we're what's the word? Desensitized? It's not scary to us anymore because we just don't think it's scary. But like when it first came out, people were like, "Oh my god, that's scary," because they never experienced that before. But over time, movies evolve, practical effects evolve, making it more real, I guess, right? So like, if you watch The Thing from Another World, you're not gonna get scared. But if you watch The Thing, John Carpenter's, you might get scared a little bit. But even then, right? So yeah, pretty solid movie. Maybe it's technically higher, like an 8 or whatever, but I just feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just because it's an hour and 20 minutes, and it feels like it's something that could be a little bit longer. I don't know. But anyway, I guess I'll see y'all next week.